Hey guys, how's it going? SpecV here for another video, and this is the one I never wanted to make and the one I never thought I would have to make. So this concerns my previous video where I said I don't have the Sentra anymore. I was gonna wait till after the title for my new car comes, but I am still waiting for that. I don't know how long it's gonna take, and I would rather just get this video out to you guys. So here goes nothing. Do you recall when I posted up my video about what my ownership on this car has been like? The events took place like right after that. It was the week I released that video. So, long story short, I was coming back from Georgia. I had just visited Z1 Motorsports, since they're in Georgia also, and fantastic place. I can't wait to go to them for my car parts now. And yeah, I was in South Carolina, and I had filled up with gas. I topped off my oil. I knew my valve cover gasket was leaking a bit of oil. I know that motor consumed a bit of oil as well. And I got back home. I went to go to work the next day, and my car had lost all power while I was trying to get onto the on-ramp. And I was running a little bit late for work, so I didn't give the car the opportunity to warm up at all. I turned it on and go, went. I hate doing it like that, but I just hate being late to anything. So I got into the on-ramp, and all power shut off. So I knew I had a code for a camshaft position sensor. I had that on the way. So I thought, okay, well, this has happened to me twice before, actually. So I went to my OBD2 reader, went to clear the code, and it said could not connect to the device, which I thought was weird. I never had that problem before. So I went to go pop my hood, and part of the intake manifold was on fire. I don't know how it happened, but it was on fire. So I kind of freaked out a little bit. I ran to my trunk. I grabbed a detailing rag that I had in the trunk to attempt to swat out the fire and smother the flames. That didn't do anything. Thankfully, a kind guy had stopped by because he saw what was happening, and this tiny little fire on the intake turned into a larger fire that engulfed the entire intake. We called 911 because we didn't have a fire extinguisher, and the whole engine bay caught on fire. So I waited for 911, and to put all this time, money, and effort into a car just to watch it engulf in flames in front of your eyes, it's hard. It's not fun at all. That happened almost 2 months ago now. So yeah, fire department came, they put out the flames, and they started spraying the inside of the car, and I was like, why are you spraying the inside of the car? Are you just making sure like everything is wet and can't combust, or what's going on here? So I called my parents. They came to pick me up. Thankfully, the spot where I broke down, it was like 3, maybe 5 minutes away from my house, so thankfully it wasn't out of the way at all. I went to go check my car after fire department left, and the whole inside of the car had been engulfed in flames also, and I did not know that. My seats were destroyed, my center console was melted, my rear seats were completely destroyed. My trunk, thankfully, was completely okay. I think it's partially because I have a little you guys know the rear seats don't really fold down, so I'm guessing it made a bit of a barrier. And I have my clothes, my laptop and such in there. Because like I said, I had just come back from fucking Georgia. Thankfully my wallet was safe. You guys know that in the B16s you have that little cubby to the left of the steering wheel, and my wallet was in there. The cubby itself had melted and fused together shut, but inside of it the wallet was completely safe, so thank God I didn't have to go through getting a new ID and such. Yeah, the car is totaled. It's gone. We had noticed that the wiring from the ceiling that powers everything in the back was also looked like it had fire damage on it. So throughout the last week when I had the car, I have been having a code for air fuel sensor here, and the fuse for it kept popping. So I had assumed that I had a short going to the air fuel ratio sensor. And my entire time in Georgia, I never once had that code pop up. I had a code for the O2 sensor come up, but I just cleared it. So I was very shocked that the code that was popping my fuse wasn't coming back. So all I can allege is the short got a lot worse, and instead of burning the fuse, it burned everything else instead. I'm very grateful that the fire didn't get worse while I was driving it. I'm happy that A, it got worse when I was out of the car, and then B, it did not happen when I was in Georgia or South Carolina, because then I would have had to wait 5 hours for anyone to come and get me. But that's why there won't be any more content for my Sentra anymore. To those of you modifying Sentras, or maybe you want to modify it, I've been getting hate on Instagram for the car. Oh, why are you modifying a Sentra? There's nothing rare about that car, even though it's the trim level that's rare and unique. Stop wasting your time. Stop being a clown. Get something worthwhile. If it makes you guys happy, keep doing it. I love modifying my Sentra. And I genuinely miss the car. Not a day goes by when I don't miss being able to downshift, hear the pops and cracks, and floor it. And people are surprised that it's a Sentra doing that. I won't be getting another Sentra. The reason being, that was actually my second one. My first one, and I was going to make just a whole separate video, but I figured I would go ahead and put it all into this one. I had a 2004 Honda Accord. It was a 2-door with a 5-speed, and it was nice for what it was. Had heated leather power seats, dual climate control. I was looking for a better daily driver at the time, and I wanted a Subaru BRZ, but I wanted a better daily driver first. So the Sentra happened to get traded in. My first SpecV got traded in at my job. I had no clue they existed. I was attracted to the blue color because it was blue also, and ironically, it was the same damn year as my last one too. The only shit part was it was open differential. And I was attracted to the color. I thought it was cool that it was a 6-speed. I saw the oil pressure gauge in the G meter. My buddy Matt that used to work with me, he made a joking comment to me that the Sentra was faster than my Accord, which it was just, the engine was just like 0.1 of a liter bigger. So I didn't really believe him. I took the car around the block, and as you guys know, they actually have a significant amount of torque for what they are. So I fell in love with it, and I had to buy it. I just thought it was really cool for what it was. About a month later, I had a catback on it, and I had a radio on it, and I had gone to see my now ex, and she lived in Virginia. So the back roads on the way up there are so fucking beautiful. They're so awesome to drive on. I had gotten too confident with the car's very good handling ability, I approached a blind turn, turning left. I went uphill. I started going down it. And then while I was going downhill, I was going 80 in a 45 because I was too confident with the car. And I went to brake so I could turn. And I started understeering like hell. One side was a huge dirt hill. Like it was a fucking it was the side of a large hill, to be honest. The other side was a couple 100-foot drop ravine. I hit the side of the hill. The subframe had collapsed on itself and turned into a ramp. And the car flipped into the air, and the roof of the car landed on the ground. I flipped upside down. Totaled the car, as you can imagine. The engine from that is actually the one I have now and is the one I've been advertising on my social media. I have for sale. The transmission as well. So that car got totaled, and I was more mad at myself than anything else that I did something so stupid. And I was on my way to see my girlfriend for her birthday as well, so that made me feel worse. I got the second Sentra, the one you guys knew me for. And I was doing autocross just so I never repeated that mistake ever again. I wanted to know the limitations of the car. So hence autocross, hence the stickier tires, hence the brake upgrades I was going to try to do. And now I can't do that. So the new car is I have a 2008 Infiniti G35 now, and it has a salvage title now. It was in a wreck. I'm just waiting for the title to come to me so I can actually, register the fucking thing. I might be selling that one to my mom because it's very low miles and she can get rid of her 250,000 mile Saturn. And I'm looking at other Infinitis now. I'm thinking about a G37S so I can have the limited slip diff. Rear wheel drive, much more fun than front wheel drive, in my humble opinion. There are certain front wheel drive cars I would like to have, but rear wheel drive all fucking day. Doing my first donuts in the G35, completely fucking worth it. So, yeah, that's why you're not getting any more new Sentra content. I still plan on doing one with my experience with UpRev, and then I would like to do another video with what mods you have to put into your Sentra to get X amount of horsepower, just because I've never seen anyone else do something like that, so I figure I might as well be the one to do it. I see I'm almost at 100 subscribers now too, which when I originally started this channel out, I had 4, so that's pretty significant to me. I've also seen that only about 75% of you that watching my videos aren't subscribed, so please subscribe. Completely free to do. Like the videos. Now that I've started doing that to every other YouTubers, because I can't be that hypocrite, it's nothing, guys. It's nothing. It's completely fucking free to do. Support a guy. My journey with the Sentra, it was a lot of fun. It was a really fun, really quirky car for what it was. It got fun when people who didn't know the car existed would ask you questions on it and be surprised about it. And it also got fun when people who did know what the car was would actually be excited that you were modifying it, as I kind of said in my journey with my Sentra video. So, for those of you who still have yours, be careful of them. Keep up on your maintenance. If you see an oil leak, try your best to rectify it. If you spill any oil anywhere on the car, clean it up. If it needs maintenance, just do it. So that's about all I got for you guys right now. I just want to explain why there has been a lack of Sentra content, and that is why. With me having had bad things happen to 2 of my Sentras, that's why I'm not getting another one. So, I'm sorry, guys. If you still have any questions about the Sentra or any videos you'd like me to make, just let me know in the comments. That's the only way I'm gonna know. Or shoot me a message on Instagram. I'm actually pretty good about answering my messages, so please do. If you guys are interested in any Infiniti G35, G37 content, and I'll still try to do Nissan Sentra content, let me know. I'm more than happy to do so. I enjoy making these types of videos. And if you guys want any parts, I have an engine, I have a transmission, I have the driver's seat, I have the trunk, the V-brace for the trunk, and miscellaneous doodads here and there. Let me know. And also, please, don't be that fucking guy saying you want to buy my part, but then you, like, actually never come through with it. I am so sick and tired of that. Without further ado, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe. If you have other Sentra buddies, share it to them. If not, tell me to fuck myself. And until the next one, peace.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you